What's going on, everybody? You have Tone here, back with more of PPL Bolt and Flare Division. This time bringing you guys week number 6, taking on Trexo, coach of the Glaseado Glimmora, in a very interesting matchup to say the least. Both of us are coming into this game with a record of 3-2, and a win by us would push us ever closer to clinching a spot in the playoffs with only 3 weeks left to go. So with that out of the way, let's head right on over to the match. Alright, so here we have our matchup versus Trexo and his Glaseado Glimmora. As you see, he has a lot of threats to take hits to be dealt with on his team between Garchomp, fast, hard-hitting attackers like Iron Bundle, and just overall just very good bulky mons in general. Stuff like Gliscor, Iron Hands, Kingambit is always going to be a major issue because that thing just won't die in one hit unless it's a super effective fighting move. And then of course he has 2 Terra Captains. He has the Sinistcha, which can terastallize into either a Ghost, Fairy, or Poison type, or Grumpig, which can terastallize into either a Psychic, Fairy, or Ghost type. So first Pokemon you see on the screen for us, we do have a Choice Banded Ting-lu this week, Earthquake, Payback, Heavy Slam, and Facade. This set is pretty much just designed to be a surprise factor in this matchup. Earthquake hits everything on his team that's not Gliscor or Levitate, Galarian, Weezing, which I do expect to come in some capacity, one of the two, if not both. Payback is my best bet to potentially hit the Gliscor, also hits the Delphox super effectively. Heavy Slams is specifically there for Galarian, Weezing, and Grumpig if it terastallize into a Fairy type. And the last move I have is Facade, because I do have ways of, nothing really on my team really wants to deal with status conditions for the most part, because I don't have Dragology, so there's no like Toxic Spike shenanigans from Galarian, Weezing, so I can't absorb that. So if I want anything to be status on my team, I'd rather it be ting-lu, and if I can get burnt by Will-O-Wisp from Galarian, Weezing, Toxic by Gliscor, Toxic Spikes from Galarian, Weezing, whatever the case may be, if I'm status, I have a free Facade in the back to click against every Pokemon on this team that's not Sinistcha, Pre-Terra, or Kingambit. As for the investment, I do have enough speed to guarantee outspeed a Galarian, uninvested Galarian, Weezing, with enough attack investment to ensure that Choice Banded Earthquake will always knock out even max HP Kingambit from full, and the rest I do in the special defense just be able to take special hits a little bit better from stuff like the Delphox and the Sinistcha and even the Magnezone in a pinch. Then I have my Assault Vest Annihilate as a means of checking his special attackers, stuff like Iron Bundle, Delphox to a lesser extent, as with my investment with the Assault Vest, I can guarantee take a Choice Spec Psychic from Delphox after a layer of Spikes, or a unboosted Psy Shock from Delphox after Spikes. With my given investment, I have enough speed to guarantee outspeed Timid Max Speed Grumpig, and I have enough attack investment to always knock out max HP Delphox with Rage Fist after being hit once. Drain Punch and Rage Fist are pretty straightforward, very spammable against his team. Ice Punch just gives me a means to do more damage to Gliscor and Garchomp, and then I have U-Turn here for momentum. Then I have my main check to Kingambit, and for the first time this season I am bringing Double Dance Manaphy in this game with Acid Armor plus Take Heart. This set does do a lot of work against his team Skull to cripple his physical attacker, and then Stored Power is just my way of dealing with his 2 Water Resist in the Sinistcha, Pre-Terra, and the Iron Bundle. Other than that though, if I'm able to get up Acid Armor, I can take physical hits a lot better from his team, from Iron Hands, from Kingambit, and after a Take Heart and some boost, this set can really pop off in this matchup, and I feel like it's going to do some work if I do get the opportunity to get the appropriate setup going. This is just designed to be my physical check. I have enough speed for the Timid Max Speed Grumping. I didn't need to do anything else speed-wise, and I just maximized my defenses and my HP. Then we have a Scope Lens. Ogerpon, really didn't know what to run with this thing. I could have put Miracle Seed, but Scope Lens does give me a 50% chance, I believe it's a little bit higher, in conjunction with Ivy Cudgel, which already has a high critical hit ratio, to just crit past his team and do a bit more damage that way. Low kick specifically there for the Kingambit. This set does not care that at all for Galarian, Weezing, because Ogerpon will never beat Galarian Weezing in a 1v1 situation. Spikes is there to get residual damage against his entire team unless he brings Defog on his Galarian Weezing, and then SD just to increase my damage output. Then I have enough speed for the Delphox, enough attack investment to ensure that after a Sword Stance I can always 2-hit KO even max defense Iron Hands with Ivy Cudgel, and the rest I just threw in HP for a bit more bulk to take hits from stuff like the Magnezone. Then for the first time all season, I am bringing a Terra Captain, or Terra in general, in my Pyroar this week. Fire Blast, Terra Blast, Dark Pulse, and Work Up with Heavy Duty Boots. This set is just designed to just come in, do damage. If I'm able to get a Work Up going, get the +1, do a bit more damage, I will take that chance. And with me being Terra Fairy, I can avoid stuff like Garchomp going for Scale Shot and all that stuff. I can block that. After I Terrasilize into a Fairy type, uninvested Gliscor cannot 2-hit KO me with Earthquake. So that's really, really cool. I have enough speed to outspeed the Delphox, enough special attack investment to guarantee 2-hit KO Delphox with Dark Pulse, and then the rest is thrown into defense, like I mentioned, for the aforementioned Gliscor, which can't 2-hit KO me unless he has attack investment. And then the tried and true Choice Scarf Kleavor has to make another appearance in this game because, yeah, whenever we see Kleavor on my team, it's definitely going to be Choice Scarf. There's no way around that for the most part. But this is my way to get up Stealth Rock on my team. X-Scissor is just nice and spammable to revenge skill stuff like the Garchomp, which resists the Stone Axe, Close Combat specifically here for the King Gambit and the Magnezone, and U-Turn is here for momentum purposes. Adamant, max attack to hit as hard as possible, with enough speed to guarantee outspeed, Iron Bundle, speed creeping, a max speed Kilowattrel. And yeah, that's it for the team. Hope you guys enjoyed, and with that out of the way, let's hunt on over to the battle. Alright guys, here we are with our week number 6 battle for the PPL Flare Division, taking on Trexo and his Glaseado, I'm going to mispronounce it, Glaseado Glimmora. My apologies if I butchered the name. Okay, he did bring the Gliscor, so let's see, he brought the Sinistcha, Iron Hands, Gliscor, Iron Bundle, King Gambit, and the Galarian Weezing. So, what did he leave on the bench? He did not bring Garchomp. Okay, no Chomp. I'm okay with that. I think I'm also okay with just leading off with... I think Kleavor is a fine lead, as far as I'm concerned. I think just overall, if I can have the potential to get up rocks early, I would gladly take that. Alternatively, I could also... Nah, I'm gonna go lead ting-lu. I want to lead ting-lu just because, like, Bandit looks like it does so much work in this game. So... yeah, so let's see what happens here. Good luck, have fun to Trexo. Sinistcha. I'm probably spelling that wrong too. Okay, Gliscor, Bundle, King Gambit, Galarian Weezing. So maybe the King Gambit could potentially be Clear Smog. Okay, so he's gonna lead off with the Weezing. And he is Levitate. Good to know that I can't. So, so what I can do here, I could immediately Stone Axe just to get on my rocks. Like, what do I mainly need this just to get damage on. I need this for to get damage to outspeed Bundle if it's not booster energy. Oh, U-turn. I'm not going to do anything crazy here. Okay, I also wanted to see if it was helmet or not. From here, I could go out into my Pyroar actually, but that doesn't really do me any good either. I feel like he's gonna go for a Will-O-Wisp, and my switch into Will-O-Wisp is Manaphy. Am I okay with letting Manaphy get burnt here? Honestly, yes, because I can take Heart later. So let's go Manaphy. Let's see if he does go for Will-O-Wisp. He goes for Toxic Spikes, which is best case scenario for me, actually. I'm okay with that. So we do see he's Black Sludge. Toxic Spikes are great because it means that I can go into my when I go into my ting-lu, I can just freely go for Facade if he doesn't have Sinistra. So that's cool. I am making myself weaker to King Gambit by doing this though. A part of me wants to double into what's it called? Into ting-lu here. I don't think that's the play though. I'll just Skull for damage. So he's gonna switch here. What's he gonna go out into? Bundle? Hulk Hogan, that's Iron Hands. Yeah, so hands are out. Burn. It looks like a Soul Fist. No burn, which is fine. I'm actually gonna go for like a close combat or something. Let me Acid Armor first, just to see what he's gonna go for here. So let's see if he's like Wild Charge or whatever. Yep, Wild Charge. Takes nothing from that. Alright, so decent spot. I'm assuming this is Assault Vest though, just by the way he just brought this in so casually. Stored Power is not going to kill though. I could take Heart into I'll take Heart into Stored Power actually. Actually, I should have attacked. He could go Hard Bundle and Encore me. Yeah, I should have thought that through. I probably should have just attacked what was in front of me. I would have been in a much better position if I did get the Skull Burn, but it's alright. Alright, so he did bring Toxic Spikes, which is obviously great for ting-lu, but I do have Facade. I can't spam it though, as long as that Sinistra is still in play. Yeah, he went Hard Bundle. Oh, he went Sinistra. Okay, I'll take that. I'll gladly take that. So, him going Sinistra, he cannot Terra into... He doesn't have a Terra to deal with Manaphy on the whole. Like, he can't, like, Terra Dark and whatnot. So let's just Stored Power first for damage. Okay. He's gonna Calm Mind. That's fine. I mean, you can't Calm Mind and, like, beat me 1v1, though. And he doesn't... I don't see an item, though. I don't see an item, which makes me think... Weakness policy? Nah, I don't think so. Not with this team. I really don't know what this thing's moveset is, or what it wants to do on the whole. But seeing as though I have the opportunity to set up with Manaphy, and I pretty much revealed my entire set, so I really thought he was going to make the Hard Bundle play, but it makes me think if he didn't go Hard Bundle, maybe he doesn't have Encore. And I'm still okay versus Bundle, and I guess I'm just making myself a little bit weaker to King Gambit by doing this. So we'll see what happens. He also, I'm assuming he does not have Clear Smog, on the wheezing, I felt like he would have went into it already, if that was the case. So let's just see. I'm gonna go for my damage. I really don't want to get into an early combine roll with this thing. And if I'm able to take this thing out, which I shouldn't, yeah. Gotcha. He does end up missing though, so that's really, really bad for him. That is super unfortunate. So I'm assuming he is going to let this thing go down, I'm assuming. Yeah, so yeah, Manaphy picked up the first kill. That was a really unfortunate miss. So Manaphy kills the Sinistcha, which means that I can I still can't spam Earthquake, but it's still an option in the back. So I'm assuming he's not going to go into what now? Bundle? Bundle I feel like is his safest play. He has to like get a free strike crit or something like that. So yeah, he's in a very precarious position right now because I'm at +2. I'm +2 defense, +2 special attack, +2 special defense. I'm at near full HP. Kowalski, is that the bundle? That is the bundle. So yeah, he has to go for like the freeze stride. I'm just attacking this. He has to freeze stride, freeze. Okay, so he did have encore. Okay, so he's gonna force me out with the That's fine. I'm okay with this play. So he sacks bundle to ensure that Manaphy can't So now we're gonna go King Gambit, yeah, to force me out. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so he's +2. I'm going to go out into my... Does Kowtow Cleave kill me? No. I could go hard into Cleave War actually. Yeah, let's make that play. Let's go into Cleave War. So yeah, that was a really unfortunate start for him. I'm assuming he's just gonna kowtow with the sucker here. Yeah. Like, I'm okay with this. Like, I don't get up rocks in this game, sure, but at the same time, it's like, I'm okay with that, like, scenario playing out. I imagine he's either going to Sucker Punch or just go directly into Wheezing. I mean, the other thing I also could have did was going directly into ting-lu and save this, but what do I need the Scarf for now that the bundle is gone? I don't need the Scarf anymore. Duh, that's the reason. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So I'm assuming he just wanted to save it in the back just for the added damage. I mean, for the Supreme Overlord. I could bring this in later. Let's see. The rest of his team, for the most part, is physical, aside from this. So I'm going to make the Annihilate play here. My Annihilate will get poisoned, yes, but I'd rather be poisoned than burnt. And I could just spam Rage Fist repeatedly, considering that it is, considering it is, I don't have to worry about, like, he can't lose me, basically, that's what I'm saying. So I will spam Rage Fist. He is going to pull a double, though. Back into King Gambit? No, he's going to go back into, okay, back into Iron Hands. Okay, sure. I'm okay with this. Oh, I guess he's expecting me to go back into Manaphy. Which does make sense, yeah. We'll Drain Punch first. There's no sense in Rage Fisting. Like, his way of playing around this is just, like, infinitely going back and forth between this and... King Gambit, but I'm pretty sure he's just going to attack what's in front of him. Damn. Okay, so maybe that wasn't Assault Vest. No, that was... I'm thinking he was Choice Band. Yeah, so he played Rough Tear. And then what? I'm okay with letting this thing go down. For the most part, yes, because I don't really need this for anything. Rage Fist is stronger than Drain Punch. I'm okay versus Wheezing as long as I have my my Manaphy can set up on it. So yeah, Iron Hands will knock me out. Oh, it's not even Bandit, it's Assault Vest. Although, why did I do so much? Alright, so that's gone. Let's go out into our... do I want to go out into Cudgel, or do I want to go out into Pyroar? I can Pyroar, Terra, and Terra Blast guarantee knock this thing out. Stone Axe doesn't kill from this range. Yeah, I want the guaranteed kill. So let's just go into Overpawn and click Ivy Cudgel. Like, if he goes back into Wheezing, I mean, who cares, right? I don't beat that thing anyway. Alright, in comes Wheezing. Physically defensive. My switching for this becomes... Let's go hard in the ting-lu now. Let's just go directly in the ting-lu. You can go for Sludge Bomb, whatever. I don't really care. I want to get this weakened for Manaphy, or at the very least Pyroar. Yep, Strain Steam. He is going to miss though, unfortunately. Can't Earthquake. I can do a KO with Heavy Slam though. But I think my safest bet is just go straight for the Facade. Because it covers... There's no way he goes hard at King Gambit on this. I feel like he's going to go into... If he stays in, he gives me damage on this for... at the very least, Cleavor. But at the same time, I'm making myself a bit too weak to King Gambit. But I feel like that's alright. Perfect. That's a 2 KO. Or, it's not a 2 KO anymore. But like, I get my damage is what I'm saying. So it should survive with like, what, 10% if he does stay in. I also just take note that my Ting-lu is faster, so he's not running any speed. He's just full physically defensive. The other thing I need to do is get a bit more damage on King Gambit. If I can do that, then a potential endgame with Pyro isn't out of the question either. So yeah, he doesn't know I'm banded. Okay, that did a good about 20%. We do see leftovers. I'm okay with that. I will save this though. I will sack off my... let's sack off Cleavor. As much as I don't want to. I'm not going to go towards the Manaphy. I'll let the Kowtow. Okay, we see Stealth Rock. So that begs the question that the Gliscor is maybe Scarf? No, I'm not saying Scarf. I mean... I will always click Stone Axe. It doesn't really matter what I do here. He's just gonna Sucker Punch and kill me. Like, I imagine he's just Stealth Rock 3 attacks. Kowtow, Iron Hit, Sucker Punch. I'll be surprised if he doesn't Sucker Punch me. I mean, he's probably just... Wow, okay, he just feared me. He saw me close combat, so... I mean, so if I get this hit off... Okay, perfect, I got the hit off. That's all I cared about. So, I got up Stealth Rock. Cleaver's gonna go down to Poison, but I'm okay with that. Because the bottom line is, I got my damage. I got my damage on Wheezing, and I was able to get up my rocks. So Cleaver's gonna go down here, which is a kill for Galarian Wheezing. And now we go into our Pyroar. Let's go into Pyroar and just click Raw Terra Blast. Let's just Raw Terra Blast. I don't have to Terrasilize right away. And if he goes Gliscor on my Terra Blast, I can just Terrasilize and work up the following turn. So yeah, I'm trying to set myself up for either this or Manaphy to come back in. But yeah, him having Encore on that bundle just basically saved him from placing to my Manaphy. So yeah, Pyro's gonna pick up its first kill of the season and its debut. So nice. So all he has left now is Iron Hands, the Gliscor, and the King Gambit, which Pyroar can deal with in some way, shape, or form. Mac Gargan. Is that the Gliscor? Yes, it is. So I don't kill this thing right away. So let's see, what's my actual play here? I kind of want to go Manaphy on the... Manaphy. I kind of want to go Ogerpon on this. Yeah. Let's do that. I'll keep Pyroar in the back because I definitely feel like I can win with Pyroar. It just comes down to me getting more damage on King Gambit. And the fact that he's Stealth Rock King Gambit means that he's not, I doubt he's Stealth Rock Swords Dance King Gambit with Kowtow Sucker Punch. I feel like he would have to, at the very least, respect the mean, what would Iron Head really hit? Ting-lu, I guess, but yeah. Ogerpon's always my play. If he U-turns, he U-turns. He is going to SD. That's fine. So you get the poison. We are just going to spam. Let's just spam Ivy Cudgel. I need damage on this. I definitely need damage on this. And ideally, if I get my damage, I go Pyroar, I Terrasilize, and I Fire Blast. But it also comes down to whether or not I can, at the very least, crit one of these Ivy Cudgels. That did a decent chunk. Oh, he's a Double Dance. I mean, I still don't think you knock out Manaphy in one, though. So what is he? SD, Agility, Earthquake. Does he have a way of knocking out Manaphy in one hit? I guess Facade, but... I mean, it would have to be an Earthquake Facade, though. It's the only thing that makes sense with this set. Yeah. Alright. So, Lysor's going to knock out Ogerpon. I go into Manaphy. It's the only thing on my team that can take a hit from +2 Gliscor. Ideally, I cannot set up again. I would like to, but Acid Armor does not do anything for me right now. But yeah, a really cool set. Did not expect Double Dance Gliscor in the slightest. Exactly. And I kill him back. Perfect. Okay. Gliscor down. Good job, Manaphy. Good job. This is honestly the most work Manaphy has put in all season. Alright, so we still have to deal with a Ting-lu and a Kingambit. I imagine he's going to go out into the Iron Hands right now. I can't see him going Kingambit. He wants the full 5 power, 5 allies. He wants the full utility from... He wants the full utility of Supreme Overlord here, which is fair. So let's Scald. Yeah, let's just Scald this. It didn't really matter at that point. So Iron Hand's gonna pick up a second kill. I think the recoil kills him. It doesn't. That's actually so good. Actually, no, it's not. So let's see. Manaphy goes down. I kind of want to say Ting-lu is faster, but I'm not entirely sure. Kowtow. Damn, this is cutting it close. I think I'm gonna do it first. I'm gonna go Ting-lu first. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. For the most part, if he's speed on this, he can't WoW charge. Basically, is what I'm saying. So I will Earthquake. Let's see if he's running speed. Let's see if you have speed on this. He doesn't. So down goes Ting. So Iron Hands is down. And all he has left is the Kingambit. Sucker Punch should definitely kill. Or he could just raw Iron Head, but I'm pretty positive he does have Sucker Punch. I also think I should still be okay as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, now he has full powered Supreme Overlord. He has to Sucker Punch me here. He can't SD. He literally can't SD. Because he definitely doesn't live. He has to SD here, there's no way. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Alright, so there's the Sucker Punch. So there's my ting-lu. So now it's just Pyroar versus King Gambit. Pyroar versus the world. Alright, let's do this, bro. Sad thing is, I don't kill with Fire Blast. So let us Terra and Fire Blast. If he reads me and clicks Iron Head here, then I mean, what else am I gonna do, right? I think he still has to Sucker Punch. No, he doesn't have to Sucker Punch. Yeah, he didn't have to Sucker. I don't kill. And he kowtowed. Oh my god, I win. Oh my god, please tell me Terra Blast kills. Please tell me Terra Blast kills this. I don't want to risk Fire Blast missing. Please tell me this kills. Come on, Pyroar. Don't let me down. Do not let me down. He didn't go for Sucker Punch. Come on. Come on. Hey! Let's go, Pyroar! What a debut! What a freaking debut! Let's go, girl. Let's go, Pyroar. Atta girl. Woo! What a game. What a freaking game that was, man. Oh my god. Came down to the... I really thought he would... If he hard read me that last turn and went for Iron Head. Woo, boy. But yeah, that was a great game, man. That was an amazing, amazing game. Pyroar's debut could not have gone any better. And Manaphy put in work like I was expecting it to. He almost got 6-0 by it, but props for him having Encore on the bundle. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. GG to Trexo. I will try to hit him up with the interview afterwards. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the battle, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out Trexo as always. And till the next time, I'll catch you guys in the next one. So till then, this is Tone signing out for now. Peace out. Alright guys, so here we are with our interview with our Week 6 opponent, Trexo. He can say hi.
Hi. Howdy. How's it going?
Alright, so we already talked about this before, but considering how the game started, and from the way the game ended, I'm really happy that Manaphy didn't... Like, I'm happy that Manaphy worked, but at the same time, it's like, okay, like, it went from me almost 6-0 with Manaphy to you almost reverse sweeping me with the glitch scores, so that was a really cool glide score set. Like, I was not expecting double dance glide score. Like, the minute I saw, like, when you went for, like, Stealth Rock with King Gambit, I was like, so if the rocker is King Gambit, then what's the glide score set? Now I'm a little bit more worried. Like, are you like still like, are you like spikes? Or I legit didn't think like offensive glide score was like on the table in this matchup, like for the most part, because I felt like I had my opportunity with Manaphy to set up in front of hands, because I knew like Wild Charge wasn't going to do that much to me after I acid armored. But yeah, it basically just came down to whether or not your bundle had Encore, and luckily you did. Like, I really would have felt bad, like, if it came down to, like, you didn't having Encore, you had to, like, freeze strike, freeze me, and whatever. And the Matcha Gotcha miss was, like, so, like, annoying. It, like, it worked out for me, yes, but I felt more bad because I didn't want, like, obviously, if you got the damage off, you would have recovered, and I would have to, like, go for, like, 2 more stored powers there, and it would have came down to like more of a like you would have gotten more damage on Manaphy for like late game Glasscore would have definitely done more work. Like you probably would have won had you got the damage.
Yeah, I was actually creeping no speed Manaphy with Glasscore, I think. So how much speed did you run?
I only ran enough speed for like, I think I ran enough for King Gambit, I'm pretty sure. Cause like there were some things on your team that I didn't really like, let me double check. There was like, yeah, I only ran, I ran 20 speed for, was it, I think it was Sinistcha actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, originally I was looking at the speed to see if it was worth running investment for no speed Manaphy, but then I saw how much it would take to even get close, and I was like, no.
Yeah, I just
but my Glasscore did outspeed.
Yeah, it did. It definitely did. Cause I wasn't really like going to try to like speed creep, Glasscore, doing all this sort of shenanigans, and I figured if you did have, like, I figured that's regardless, you would like at the very least like fear me potentially having Ice Beam, but it was like, oh, if I'm a bulkier Manaphy, then it's like you outspeed and you get your SD up and all that stuff. So yeah, like I can respect the late game. Like I thought you would agility first, then SD to like ensure you outsped like my Pyroar and my Ogerpon. And I think you did you outspeed Scarf Cleavor after you agility'd?
My speed was full. What was it for, actually?
Like, I don't think it really mattered at that
I think
point.
it was for Trailblaze Ogerpon.
Yeah, cause I'm pretty sure that at that point it didn't matter because at that point my Cleaver was already gone. So it was already dead at that point. So it just basically came down to like whether or not I needed to keep Manaphy healthy for at the very least Glasscore. Like King Gambit, it always was going to come down to not Manaphy. It's always going to come down to predicting the Pyro, because I knew for a fact that my Pyro wasn't killing you from the range of HP or at the end there. And I was even saying towards the end, like, if you Iron Head on my Terra Fairy, then you deserve this win.
One thing that shocked me was the choice band ting-lu. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure we talk about that before.
Yeah.
What you just said. Like, looking back, that was like, I think the last turn. Like, I obviously calced the Fire Blast damage. I knew I lived.
Yeah.
But I didn't really consider the Terra. I completely just like, I'm really bad about just like never considering Terra until the mon's already Terra'd. It happened to be against Goldoa, against the Noctowl. I left my Garchomp in front of a Terra Fairy, Choice Specs, Moonblast, Noctowl. Very well for me. But like I'm just really bad about remembering what mons have the Terra Captain. Like I'll prep for it before the battle, but then once the battle starts, like it's the last thing I'll think of. So what are your Terras? You have Fire, Grass, Fairy?
It was Fire, Grass, Fairy, Pyroar, and then Psychic, Fairy, Fire, Farigiraf. I mean, it probably would have made a little bit more sense in my case, because this is the first time I brought Terra on anything all season, so I can't really fault you for that. Yeah, this is my first time bringing it. Yeah.
Crazy. I haven't really brought a lot of Terra. I guess with my Delphox, I've used Terra a little bit before I switched over to Sinistcha.
Yeah, I was like, I had to like respect I had to respect like any combination of mons you brought. But also the other thing is, what made you decide on not bringing Garchomp on this team?
I just couldn't fit it. It was supposed to be the WinCon. It was supposed to be what Glasscore did originally.
Oh, the SD scale shot.
But then.
Yeah, that's basically why I was like Terra Fairy, like if I don't bring a Fairy type, he just scale shots on everything, and if he gets up an SD, I'm like kind of screwed. So it's like, oh, if I Terra Fairy here, like if you don't have an SD up, you don't kill me with you don't kill my Pyroar with at +2, and then like your Gliscor had to be invested to even come closer to a killing Pyroar after I Terrasilize, and you were adamant max attack, so I'm pretty positive you did knock me out if you were able to like live the Manaphy Scald.
I don't think there was any world where I lived that. I mean, I had some investment. But
yeah, you had like 108 Spadef, but it was like I wasn't entirely sure, because I'm still thinking in the back of my head, oh, what if you like like max HP, like, and you're still at like some bulk to like live some certain hits and like to set up a little bit easier. So that's what I was thinking. And then when I saw Glaseado drop, I was like, oh, he's not running any bulk at all. He needed the offense.
Yeah, I wanted to have the best chance to kill Fizz-Def Manaphy, even if I was only at +2. Because getting to +4 is definitely very greedy. It's not going to happen very often. So I'm scrolling through my video now. I'm seeing what I was at exactly. Let's see if there was ever a chance. I was at 197. Okay.
Right.
So let's see here. I was at 68%. You did 65.9 min, so I had a 12% chance to live that hit. So
yeah, if you did live, you did actually win. You definitely won.
Well, yeah.
No, you won. No, you won regardless, because even if for some reason you like +2 EQ did not knock out my Pyro, you still like King Gambit Sucker Punch in the back.
That's true. I'm gonna actually, I never have to click Sucker Punch if I get damage off on the Pyro.
No, I mean at the end. Because you like, I figure you would Sucker Punch there because at the very least in that situation you wouldn't risk a crit, basically.
That's true.
Cause I thought at the end of the game right there, I thought you would bank on critting Sucker Punch because you were at full power with Supreme Overlord. So I was like, oh, Sucker Punch may not kill. So I was just assuming like, oh, you didn't Sucker Punch. Like, did you misclick, or were you just like banking on Fire Blast and missing again?
I clicked Iron Head, banking on a miss because I knew Sucker Punch wasn't getting the job done from where you were at with Terra Fairy.
Yeah, that's basically why I clicked Terra Blast at the end there, because I couldn't risk Fire Blast missing either. So I was like, okay, it's stab Terra Blast. I had to like go for it. If it didn't kill, then that's on me. So at the very least, I was like, I had to like try at that point to like knock out King Gambit, like give me have the best chance to kill that thing. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the team you ended up bringing was a little bit different. I thought like you said, I thought the Garchomp was gonna do what the Gliscor did. I wasn't expecting Gliscor, like offensive Gliscor was like so underrated, because you always see it as like the hazard setter and then like pivoting around and all that stuff. I think offensive Gliscor is just like really cool. It also sucks into me though, because my grass type is Ogerpon, and like Earthquake plus like any physical coverage is like really good into my team. So it was like I won't say it's like underwhelming, like unexpected for the most part. So you probably could have like found a situation if you did like this Gliscor and then you did like SD Scale Shot on top of that, like just do ground spam. You probably would have like overwhelmed me at some point during the match.
I actually thought about it a little bit. I almost brought I wouldn't have brought SD Scale Shot if I brought Chomp, but I almost brought it over. Who did I almost bring it over? Let me look at my team again. I think it almost came over Bundle, which would have been bad because I lost. So I guess it's a good thing. But
I think it was one of those situations where I think it's just weird. It's just like one of those weird situations like where I had to respect Bundle, but it just feels bad that you didn't like if there was a situation where I didn't have to set up, you definitely would like scare me out with Freeze Try and just done more than just Encore and sacked it off, because like the speed tier is good, this is like hard hitting, attacking and all that stuff, but it just sucks in that situation that you had to like, oh, do I go for a freeze or do I just go for the Encore and then set up with King Gambit? Because I thought that was what your plan was when you brought King Gambit in afterwards. I'm like, oh, he gets his free SD and then he just like sucker punches and I can't kill him in one, so
yeah, I had to bank on scaring you out by bluffing the SD. So I was looking at my mons like, well, nothing beats this thing now. Maybe I can bluff, and it happened to work. So
yeah.
Also at that point in the game, you had no reason to risk it. So
yeah, like if I stayed in and then just encored for like 3 more turns, like that would have made no sense for me whatsoever.
Because then you're in helping him just sucker at that point.
Oh yeah,
I would. You would have
been at +6. You would have had actually you probably would have gone like actually no, you would have gone to like if I stayed in during to burn off the encore, you would have SD'd at least twice, and then on the last turn you would have like kowtowed into Sucker Punch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I was doing with your +2, I was only doing 15%, so it was just kind of prayer. So I'm glad it paid off.
Yeah, it's
but
like,
also,
yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the whole game plan around it revolved around setting up on like a passive hazard setting ting-lu with like Earthquake and Ruination and like Stealth Rock Spikes.
Right.
Because then I probably get the free +2/+2, and then it comes down to like, what do they try to Ruination me down before I click Agility? So that's what I thought would be the best case for me to get Gliscor set up.
Yeah.
So the choice band just completely threw me off. I looked at that Weezing, I was like, how the hell did it do that much damage? I was like, oh, it's choice banded. Well, all right.
Yeah,
let's go do my rocks up.
I basically saw the team. I was like, like you have Gliscor, you had Levitate Weezing as ground resist. I was like, okay, I have Earthquake, but I can't really spam it. I have Payback, which at the very least, like I hit like Gliscor and whatnot, and then I had Heavy Slam to 2 KO your Galarian Weezing, like guarantee, and then if for some reason I got status, I had Facade, and then thankfully for me, you not only helped me Facade, you had Toxic Spikes, and I did it with Dragology, so it kind of worked out for me in that sense, because I had the like sort of no drawback move in a sense. Like I still did like what 20% to King Gambit, I feel. Like when you brought it in, like when you switched it in afterwards.
Yeah, I think with that chip that Gambit took, that's what allowed Parablast to be the guaranteed KO. So if that doesn't happen, I was at I'm scrubbed to that exact point in the battle. I was at 354, so I would be at full health if I don't take that
the Facade chip,
blue hit, and that's an extra 45 health, which puts me at like, let's say 93. So actually, I don't know. It might have changed something, but actually, I don't think so. I don't think it changed anything.
I'm trying to think, like, if it would have forced me to like go into a situation where I Fire Blasted again, I'm not entirely sure. Because like you saw, I'm not max special attack on my Pyro. I was hoping to at the very least, like if your Gliscor wasn't the set you brought, I would have gone for Terror, and I would have like if I got more chip off basically on Gliscor, I would bring Pyro in, I would Terrasilize and gone for quick work up, because Fire Blast obviously doesn't do that much. It doesn't like, it does damage, but it doesn't like outright knock you out. So I was hoping that if I Terrasilize, you were uninvested Gliscor, you don't 2 KO me with EQ, and I would like Fire Blast. Hopefully I would kill you back, and then still have enough like bulk to like take Sucker Punch from King Gambit at the end there. So yeah, basically the game plan is, for my case, was like if I don't win with Manaphy, my backup was going to be trying to win with try to end game with Pyro. Unfortunately I did not get to work up there, and I had Dark Pulse for the for your Delphox and even your Grumpig, which didn't come. But like, do you consider anything else that you didn't bring versus me? Because like I had to respect Delphox. Well, my Ogerpon didn't respect Delphox, but like everything else on my team like had outs for like Delphox in some way, shape, or form. So did you like consider anything else that you didn't bring?
I never considered Delphox because it just allows in Manaphy way too easily. However, I did consider, obviously you heard about Chomp, but Magnezone as well. I liked Magnezone a lot actually, but I just thought that since I originally wasn't planning on bringing removal, that just allowing getting ting-lu for free, pretty much essentially every time it comes in, wasn't the best scenario. I thought about a Magnet Rise Magnezone, which would have been pretty cool.
Right.
But I just thought with Annihilate and ting-lu, which are pretty much almost guaranteed that they're going to come, so they're what, your top two of your top 3 picks, that it just wasn't worth it. And then I looked a little bit at Grumpig to see how it did against what was it, Gardevoir instead of Iron Hands as that check, but Iron Hands did so much better against the rest of your team that didn't make sense.
Right.
And yeah, another thing is I actually was so conflicted on what moves run on Iron Hands. I had like 15 different sets, and I just finally just went with it. And I was running Careful Assault Vest so I can beat or 1v1 Gardevoir, and I can 1v1 whatever your special attackers were. I beat Dragalge, I beat Kilo, I beat Gardevoir. I don't think I beat the Giraffe. Definitely beat Swanna. But like I just tried to like make a set that could deal with a lot of different threats. So I wasn't sure which one would come.
Yeah, I think the one thing I was like conflicted on during like when I was building it was whether or not I was bringing Pyro or whether I was bringing. I did consider Farigiraf a little bit, but it was like, do I bring like a similar set? Do I bring like Nasty Plot Agility 2 attacks? Do I bring Trick Room Nasty Plot with like Terra Fire for the Terra Fire for Magnezone with like Psychic Move? And I was like, oh, I could bring that set, but I don't touch Delphox, so I was like, you know what, I'll just run it on Pyro and hope for the best. Thankfully, it did not come to that, and for the most part, I think the other, like, I considered Gardevoir a little bit too before I settled on Pyro, but it basically just came down to, like, the team you brought, like, it was, like, very susceptible to, like, Moonblast and, like, Psychic, because you didn't bring Magnezone. And considering your Glasscore was so offensive, like, you didn't really have, like, I guess, the best of switches, which does explain why you did have the, Spadef on the King Gambit with the Careful Nature and all that stuff. But at the same time, it was like, I couldn't run Specs, because if I brought Specs Moonblast, you had your Weezing. I couldn't lock it up in the Psychic, because that's a free King Gambit. And it just came down to, like, I could get free damage with Moonblast, but against the rest of your team, it's like, if I'm Specs, you have, like, stuff to outspeed me. If I take damage, you have King Gambit to Sucker Punch me. And then you also had, like, Garchomp. You had, even though you didn't really consider Delphox, I had to, like, at the very least, like, consider, like, even Specs for the most part. Well, not really Specs, but, like, Specs, Psychic or even Nasty Plot Delphox, like, looked pretty, problematic if I lost, like, my Cleavor or my... Like, even my Ogerpon, even my, like, even if I did have low kick on my, if I had knockoff on Ogerpon, I wasn't necessarily killing you, 1, and 2, you rarely want to stay in anyway, unless you were, like, assured to outspeed me, so it was, like, a lot of, like, stuff that came up to the point where I was like, okay, just make sure I have something faster than Delphox at all times, and yeah, so it was just really, really awkward. The only real downside, I feel like, to my team at the very least, because the main thing is, like, Cleavor has been, like, every single time I brought Cleavor, it's been Scarf, and it's been really, really annoying that I could not bring it differently, especially in this matchup, because it's like, I need to get up Rock, but at the same time, I need to also outspeed Bundle, and I need to outspeed, like, I think, you say your Gliscor didn't outspeed Cleavor, right?
Not naturally, but after agility it did.
Yeah, so it was like I wanted to
Adamant 208.
Yeah, I was Adamant 208. So I'm pretty sure you did after agility. Cause you said you outsped Ogerpon after +1 Ogerpon, right? After agility.
Yeah, you were Adamant 2. Yeah, I naturally outsped. Not naturally after agility I did.
Yeah, so it's basically just came down to, like, having that speed control, because, like, I really didn't have nothing. I really didn't have much for the Gliscor at all. It just basically just came down to getting damage off on it before you started setting up, and keeping Manaphy healthy was, like, the one main thing to take into consideration. But I'm also happy that the Pyro ended up doing work, and I'm also happy that you like, you didn't get more kills with the Gliscor, but you did almost bring it back though. So at the very least, the game ended up being a lot closer than how it started. So I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, me as well. At the end of the day, I scored enough to get on the thumbnail, which is good enough for me. So win.
Anything anything for the views, man. Anything for the views. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. There's only 2 weeks to go, and yeah, this is going to be a tight one. Like I know you still have you're like what now, 3-3, so this is gonna be like what? I think you can still like win
plus
out.
one.
Yeah, I still think.
If I win out, I'm pretty sure I'm a lock.
Yeah, so yeah, it's definitely a tight one.
Since they lost close.
It's way closer than it should.
I got 6-0'd. If I got 6-0'd, then Marcus would have jumped me. No, Marcus lost. Maybe Rose would have jumped me. I looked at it at the end of my reporting, but I'm plus one, so I'm still the 8th seed. So I'm still technically in playoffs. So I just have to win out, and then it should be good. I think for the most part. But maybe get a rematch.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it depends though. Cause I think we're doing like PPL playoff rules for that. So the seedings you see aren't going to be the matchups. So basically, yeah. So the top 4 teams get to pick who they want to face round 1. It's not the way it's not 1 versus 8, stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see if it is going to be a rematch. But yeah, in that case, thanks again to Trexo for joining me. Be sure to check him out in the description. Anything else you want to say before we end it?
Make sure you're subscribed to Tone, because we got DLC 2 coming up here soon, and you know the draft league's going to be coming back.
Yes, sir.
Pretty much immediately as soon as this one ends.
Oh yeah, content for everybody and all the good stuff to come out from that. Indigo Disc is going to be insane.
I can't wait.
Absolutely insane. December 14th cannot get here any quicker. But,
I'm so ready for Prem in this format. Oh my god.
I'm ready for all the starters, man.
So
I'm ready for
all the darks.
I mean, hell, I'm even compelled to run to try to draft Terra Bastiodon if they give it body press. Like if they give it body press, I'm so sold on Bastiodon.
Ooh, Bastion with Terra is gonna be crazy. Like all these mons that have the quad weaknesses.
It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be like all the starter ones. Like I don't know about Terra Superior. That's a different story altogether. But like Superior, Feraligatr, Sceptile, Blaziken, like the list goes on and on.
There's so many setups.
It's so much. It's so offensive. It's so much. Like you can't. If you guys thought that prepping for this was one thing, DLC 2 is going to be even worse. I can guarantee you that. Like hopefully.
Yeah, I don't think I can play in another high tier Terra League after DLC 2 drops. I don't.
I mean, even
last week I had to play a Terra Lucky, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this again.
Why did they allow that? Oh my god.
It was only, and the way they did it was you got 25 points for your Terras, and it was only 16 points for a Lucky. So they got another Terra captain on top of a Lucky, but no, it is what it is.
Oh, at least we'll have
anyway,
more. At least we'll have more options. At least you'll have more options come DLC 2. But again, thank you again to Trexo for joining us. Be sure to check them out in the description. Check out all the other coaches in the PPL Bolt and Flare Division. And we will leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until the next time, this is Tone, signing out for now. Peace out.